tomorrow morning if you will stay off the road. We are expecting anywhere between 4 to 7 inches of rain overnight, as well as some wind, which could lead to some power outages. And Jason is here representing Centerpoint. Jason, why don't you come up here and stand with us? They've got quite a number of assets that are out, restoring people's power as quickly as possible. So I want to thank Centerpoint for being out there even now. So we're expecting some wind, which could lead to more power outages, but I can assure you they have plenty of people that are out there deployed to get power restored. Barricades have been positioned. I'll let Carol Haddock from Public Works discuss that in a minute. Lake Houston, we've lowered that water level to 41.2. The high water assets have been deployed, and Chief Pena and Chief Fenner and Public Works can tell you about that. Barricades at about 43 different locations, especially overnight. Rain continues to fall. Please don't go around the barricades. They're there for your protection. In terms of our airports, Southwest Airlines have canceled their flights. United have canceled their flights as well, and then scheduled to resume sometime on tomorrow. Metro services have been suspended as of 7 o'clock this evening. There will be no park and ride services in the morning, and they will reopen as soon as the roadways clear. In terms of the Houston Health Department, all testing and vaccine distributions have been canceled for tomorrow. Solid waste services have been suspended. They'll pick up on Wednesday. Bark shelter and adoption centers are closed for tomorrow. The municipal courts are closed as well tomorrow and will pick up on Wednesday. And the City of Houston employees operating on Tier 1 status. And so with respect to all other employees, Tier 2 and Tier 3, they will work home remotely, but will not have to report to the city on tomorrow. But Tier 1 expected to be there. To underscore the gravity of the weather situation, a sold-out concert at Toyota Center was canceled tonight. Of the weather situation, a sold-out concert at Toyota Center was canceled tonight for safety reasons. The audience would have been leaving after 11 p.m. tonight, a time when forecasters say the rain may be coming down hard and streets starting to flood. So I want to say a special thanks to Harry Edward Styles, a singer, songwriter, and actor, who tweeted to his fans that safety must take priority, so please go home and be safe. So let me say a special thanks to Mr. Styles for putting safety before a sold-out show. That's the spirit that we certainly want to see exemplified within our city. Let me just say that this is not a new experience for those of us who have lived in this city for quite some time. We know what to do when these events come. Every system, every weather event is different. No storm is the same. But our preparation, in large part, remains the same each and every time. We prepare, we prepare, we prepare, we get ready. And what I can assure people in this city is that we are as ready for this storm as we could be for any storm. And I certainly want to thank this team for working together, and we'll continue to be working together through the course of the night leading into tomorrow until this system clears the Houston area. Now let me bring up Chief Buick. Oh, there you go.
Great. Thank you, Mayor, for your leadership and the guidance that you've given us to us tonight here at the Emergency Operations Center. The Office of Emergency Management has been working with our local, county, and state partners for the last 2 days, monitoring the storm and talking about the resources that we're going to need. We've also been coordinating with all the city departments, and I'm here to tell everybody and the mayor that each and every city department has pitched in together as a team. It's a team effort out here to ensure that we're properly prepared.
So we're listening to officials there at the HEC Center give us an update on preparations and the night to come with Tropical Storm Nicholas. We heard from Houston Mayor Sylvester Turner. We know he's been encouraging people all day to stay off the roads, overnight into the morning. He's asking people to do the same. Of course, he says we're expecting 4 to 7 inches of rain overnight, some wind. They do have resources ready to go to help get power restored in the event we see a loss of power. We're going to continue streaming this news conference online for you. All of our platforms, you can find it at khou.com, as well as Facebook, YouTube, and Roku. We'll see you back here shortly with another update.
Rescue whoever we need to, but also deal with crime. Please do not move the barricades. They're there for a reason. And the most dangerous time on any storm, when it's flooding, is at night because you can't see. We say it all the time, turn around, don't drive. Definitely don't move out barricades. So everybody in the city, let's just be safe and let's be good Houstonians. Stay at home if you don't have to be out. Thank you.
Chief Pena. Fire.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. We just want to remind everyone, all our residents, to just remain calm. We are expecting a significant amount of rain tonight and through the night. We have all our resources. The Houston Fire Department has all our resources staffed up. We brought in additional personnel to staff up additional resources. We're also working in partnership with Public Works and Houston Police Department to ensure that we have enough personnel that are qualified to use these high water vehicles and boats. So everything is staffed up. I do want to remind the residents about the dangers of carbon monoxide. So in addition to the rain, we are expecting significant winds. If we have power outages and you're using generators, please ensure that those generators are at least 20 feet from your home and that the exhaust is not pointing into the homes. Carbon monoxide is odorless, colorless, but it is lethal, even in small amounts. So please be cautious of that fact. In addition to that, be cautious about using open flame candles in case you lose power. Have enough batteries and battery operated flashlights as opposed to candles. Candles are very, very dangerous, especially at night when they're left unattended. So be cautious of those facts as well. And if we get a significant amount of calls for 911 service, that taxes any system. Even as prepared as we are tonight for this upcoming storm, a significant amount of calls will tax the system. So be cautious about how you use the 911 system. If it's a medical emergency, if it's a fire emergency, a security emergency, call 911. If it's something that can be addressed in some other way, 311 or the non-emergency numbers to the communication center will get you the assistance that you need. Thank you, Mayor.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm going to exercise common sense
Yes.
I didn't even see that.
and not climb over the cord.
Director Haddock, Public Works.
So, good evening, everybody. So Public Works is definitely stood up this evening to support police and fire in any operations that we might do. We also have crews on standby and crews in place to take care of debris where we might have trees or anything that falls over the roadway. We're going to, unless it is a life safety situation, we're going to be out first thing in the morning to clear those up. We're asking for everybody to please stay off the roadways right now, to please make sure that the preparations that we have taken and the crews that we have in place are there to help support, but also that we don't need to call them out during the middle of the storm by allowing us to not come out because people have heeded our call and stayed home. We have the barricades out, ready to set up if any of our underpasses do begin to flood. And like I said from the beginning, our systems are up and fully operational. Our staff is ready to respond. But let's stay off the roads and let's keep everybody safe. And we'll be here tomorrow morning to make sure that we can get everything back up and fully operational. Thank you.
Thanks, Director Haddock. And we've been also reaching out to people with disabilities through our STEER program here at the Office of Emergency Management. We don't want to leave out anyone. We want to make sure everyone in our city know that we're here ready and available. To the extent shelters are required, we are prepared to stand those up very, very quickly in the city as well. But all of our assets, unlike in previous storms where we had to kind of move assets from one area of town to the other, You know, we've got assets deployed throughout the city of Houston, hot water assets, and we're ready to move. But again, for those in our city, this is not a new experience. And so we've gone through these drills before. The best thing at this point, since we expect much of the rain to come overnight into tomorrow morning, is that let me simply ask you to please stay off the road, stay home, and that way you'll be safe, and then you'll be helping out our first responders as well. So let's just continue to be very patient. This storm is kind of zigzag in many different directions all day. It's another reminder it has its own personality, but we need to do what we know is best in keeping everyone safe in our city. Having said that, if there are any questions, we'll take them now, or we'll move forward. We're good? Okay, thank you all so very much. Did you want me to do something in Spanish, or did you want to wait in?